So we have, let's see, we have Furati up first. He says, just became a subscriber to get a demo review. I'm currently a Gold Nova 3 with 1600 hours. Was previously in NG1 a few months back, but deranked after taking a break. I feel like I'm doing something wrong with positioning, and I just don't know when to be aggressive or not. Here's the demo. We unfortunately let a 7-0 slip away. I'm not sure what I'm doing wrong. I noticed that a lot of times I start off hot, then seem to cool down as the game progresses. I solo queue only. I'm getting kind of frustrated because I keep losing to Gold Nova 1s when only a few months back I was able to be fine with MGs. Not sure if I'm playing with Smurfs or not. So he went and sent a couple screenshots of him playing well in MG and ranking up to that. But yeah, so in-game name is Furati. Let's get this going. Let's turn the volume down a bit. So 0. Alright. So he starts off T-side. Inferno is pretty even of a map, you know, like T-side, CT side, you're not gonna have too much of an advantage on either. You know, you got your classic B rush. He kind of pushes through a molly here, but it's fine. He's trying to get the entry. They get 2 kills. After you get the 2 kills B, obviously you need to look for the rotate. He kind of looked towards sight, which is unnecessary, but I mean, it's lower level. You're not thinking that much at that point. His teammate is taking a fight in church right now. He's kind of just jumping around. Usually you're going to want to double up with your teammate just to trade him out in case he loses that fight. You're kind of just hopping around on site. I get it. It's 4v1 next round. So, let's see. You go for the MAC-10. They don't really buy anything on the other side. I'm sure that you guys are just going to run through. And you're just making some money this round. Not too bad. You guys do go up 7-0, so I'm excited to see where it starts to fail. You maintain your MAC-10 from the previous round, but you're going against a full buy. They flash in. They don't actually peek off of it. CT smoke? It's a weird lineup. Maybe we want to practice that utility before we whip it out. Ooh, that jump throw. Love that. So, one thing that you are doing that I don't understand why. You're kind of just like, you have that itch to use all of your utility all at once, which you really don't want to do. Especially like, alright, I get the flashes going over. That makes sense. But you got coffin smoked. You got CT smoked. You don't need anything else smoked. And you're running out, peeking angles with a smoke in your hand, looking at the angles that are already smoked. Like, it's unnecessary. You're just waiting to do something with that smoke. And you had that, like, in your head that you needed to throw that, and you weren't going to work on it. Well, you weren't going to think about anything else. So you're about to die here, I'm going to assume. And I feel that you just walked over an AK. So let's turn this down to super slow. And you just walked over an AUG, which obviously would give you a big advantage. Let's see, do you die here? Yes, you do. If you picked up that AUG, you probably get that kill instead, because that MAC-10's not gonna do you a good job. So you guys get an entry B. They probably only have one other B. You're gonna try to quickly take top mid. Your teammate swings out, gets that entry. 5v2. End of the round, basically. So you're thinking about lining up a smoke, a flash. You don't know what's going on. I really don't like this whole thing you're doing with the utility. You just have it in your hands and you're not using it to your advantage. So you're gonna push through a smoke with bomb after 2 of your teammates die here. You luckily get this kill, and you don't realize that the other guy that died was also a B player. You had a free B site right there, but both of your teammates were towards A, and they didn't seem like they were moving towards B to help you out. So you fall back towards A, and somehow it works that you've outsmarted them, and they've rotated B. Your teammate plants, you throw the smoke, it's a bad smoke, obviously. And looks like the enemies are a bit tilted because they rotated B. End around. Alright, so 5-0. So far you're 4-2, not too bad, you got an assist. I'm excited to see how this goes poorly. I'm going to assume that your teammates that you've relied upon to get the entries don't get the entries. Like, you haven't seen anybody. Alright, obviously you see somebody now, but right before I paused it, you hadn't seen anybody. It had been 15 seconds in the round. You guys were already up 5 versus 3. You're about to kill this guy because he's running out, knife out down mid. I'm going to assume that you guys start to fail because they actually begin to hit shots. And your teammates that you're relying on to get those entries don't get those entries. This is MM, yeah. So you're gonna throw a really weird CT smoke again. There's so many easier lineups to throw. The reason why I'm calling it weird is because that lineup, it looks really fidgety. You're not really lining it off of anything, you know, like there's a lot of leeway for you to fuck it up compared to other CT smokes where it's pretty easy. So look, you're peeking angles, you have a molly out, you got a guy peeking coffin that's like shooting into you. Luckily he misses his shot, so you stay alive, but like any higher level you die there, because you have a molly out and you're trying to throw it dark. But instead of throwing it dark, you see the guy missed his shot, so you throw it towards coffin now. From this angle, it looks like it's gonna fuck up. And yeah, you completely missed it. You've now wasted a molly. Guy's still missing shots. You're missing jumps. Love to see it. So your teammate that pushed into church died. He probably shouldn't have pushed in alone while you were planting bomb. So that smoke that you just threw will allow you to get closer to coffin, which you're doing right now. I like this play, getting up on the box. They're not going to check this angle, so you just got to kill from there. You do want to fall down. Good job on that idea. And you know that the last opper was towards church. Your teammate heard him run away, so now you're in the clear. So, alright, 7-0. Apparently you guys lose out from here, or start losing. You do have a teammate that's going 11-0 currently. That's unsustainable, so we'll see. You guys start to take utility damage. They're playing a little bit smarter. They're not running down mid with a knife out, so your free picks are no longer happening. They're starting to take banana control. This molly, I don't know. Like, you're going to try to molly sandbag here. You don't have any teammate close to car to even, like, kill the guy if he was sandbag and he mollied him out. Right now, once again, you're going to get caught with utility out. You're going to die here. You want to have gun out until you absolutely need utility, and then you take the utility out. You don't actually die here. Alright. How dumb are you, guy? You had the utility out. The guy took shots at you. You hide for a half second. You then take the utility back out and throw it. It's not worth it at that point. You just want to fall off. You're rushing in. It's not the play. Not the play. You're giving them an easy pick there. I know that you did get a kill. Y'all now have a 3-op setup T-side, Inferno. That's going to be very hard for you guys to take a site, especially one of your AKs just died, so now it's 3 ops, 1 AK alive. They're going for some banana control. It's not surprising that this round is lost. Like, getting the opening pick, it's going to be easy with the op, but actually getting out on the site, clearing angles, there's a lot of crossfire potential on Inferno. You're not going to be able to do that with an op. So now you guys fall back to 1 op on the board. You guys actually start off with the pick here. So it's a 5v4. They're throwing some banana utility. They've been doing that recently. They've been throwing tons of util banana, but you guys keep kind of going towards it. I don't know what your obsession with peeking angles with utility out is, but it's really not the play. The guy shot at you with a deagle from CT, so you got 2 options. You either take the gunfight or you push up and take the gunfight. Taking out the smoke here is only going to allow him to work around it, play around it, stay alive longer. Honestly, you have the advantage here It's a 4 versus 3. You have the AK. He has a Deeg. Just take the gunfight here. Don't try to outsmart him with utility. See, look, he peeked again. You have a gun out. You get the easy kill right there. But instead, once again, you take utility out. You do no damage. You do 6 damage to him with that. You just want to keep your gun out and wait for the guy to take the peek. And then you kill him. It's pretty simple. So you guys... Oh, wait, you lost that? That was a 4v2. How did you guys lose that? I thought it was safe to skip ahead a little bit. So this should be round 1. You have bomb about to get planted. You didn't really pick a spot to play there. You kind of just walked around and you were just waiting for the round to end. You weren't actually thinking. It seems that every time you get on the site, once you get on the site, you're kind of surprised that you got that far and you're still alive. You just kind of turn the brain off, or you're not experienced enough to know what to do after you get on the site. So once again, you guys don't get the opening pick, but now it's 4-4, 3-4. You're not going to be able to do too much with that op. You're sitting with bomb bottom mid. You're going to want to at least work towards A here. Obviously, B is not the move. You're waiting for them to peek into you. It doesn't look like they're going to do it. You need to give it up at some point. Your team is trying to work towards A, and you come in so late that they're already able to retake top mid, and you die. You're dedicating to a fight that probably, like, it's unlikely that they're going to take that banana fight. There's no reason for them to take it. So you guys have pistols this round. We'll skip it. You guys get a full buy. You have full utility. Nothing more you could possibly want. You guys are going towards A. I like the idea. I don't know what you're really looking at this point. Kind of lazy crosshair placement. Nobody's pushed down mid. That molly, no, your teammate's in there. Oh, you realized. Just chill. You don't need to throw all the utility. Your team is already coming out, and you just messed up the smoke lineup. Now you're trying to figure out a different lineup to throw. Your team is like already out there. I don't know why you're smoking off port side. You're waiting for a flank that's just not going to come through. Your team is starting to run B now. You're just tagging along. You're here for the ride, it seems. You're not really doing anything to win the round. The guy starts to shoot at you, of course, so you peek into him with the utility out in your hand, and you guys lose the round. Who would have thought? Who would have thought? Let's see. What rank? This is Gold Nova MG-ish. Yeah, it's like Gold Nova 3. The guy was MG. Apparently he's fragged an MG before. He sent me a bunch of screenshots of him doing well. What else? Bad movement. Yeah. Things they don't know how to repeat. That kind of sounds accurate. He's very nervous. That's, yeah. So he has a Glock, no armor. I don't understand why you wouldn't buy anything here. You have 3,900. You guys are on what, max loss? Yeah, you're on max loss. You get 3,400 next round. Do some quick math. What's that, like $7,500 ish? You can have 2 full buys with that. You can buy down to 2,000. You can buy down to 1,000 here and be perfectly fine. But instead, you're gonna stay with the Glock, no armor. Give yourself basically 0 chance to get a pick. You guys, unsurprisingly, lose the round. So now you're gonna buy up, and look, you have $2,800 left over. That could have been invested last round, maybe giving your team a better opportunity to win it. So there's already a molly there. You're gonna molly it again, slow your teammates down even further. Your teammates actually take damage from that molly that you threw. You look very, very, very uncomfortable. It looks like you just finished watching a Nade King video, and you just want to use all this util that you just learned. There's a guy close. You heard him reload. You whiff all of your shots. See, it's apparent that you've practiced your utility. You know the lineups. Last time you guys went A, you went through like 4 different lineups before you actually threw something. How about we practice that aim instead, there, guy? Seems that is more important at this rank than having a CT smoke that's very fidgety, or some bad flashes. So you guys are gonna go 5 banana. Actually, you go 4. What you're trying to decide what to do. You stay towards A. You got 4 people stacked B. It is likely that they go B pistol round, so it's understandable. They're actually going for a B split here. So you're gonna turn around just at the wrong time. You hear them all coming. I like the angle that you go for. It's actually pretty difficult to jump up on there from where you were. I get your nervousness. I get making a little mistake there, not putting yourself in the best position. But, I mean, you still got a kill out of it. You caught a guy off guard. You guys are going to push through this. I like this little play. You guys get 1, 2 actually. That's not too bad for a full eco. So, instead of electing to buy, you guys once again stick with pistols. You buy armor with your USP. I don't understand the point of doing that. It's not like you have the aim to hit the headshot, the double dink to get the kill. So your $650 that you spent on the armor is kind of useless at this point. And I'm going to assume you peek coffin here, you kind of get railed. Let's find out. You peek coffin, you get railed. That's why you don't buy buy armor with the USP, is when the guy's planning and you can't hit a second headshot on the guy who's pretty much stationary. Yeah, he was spinning around in a circle, but like, maybe you want to invest in an actual gun there that might help you out a bit. So, you buy up, you got M4, you got helmet, you got kit, you got full utility. You throw the molly there, which pushes them off, but instead of taking that map control that you just pushed them off of, you're just gonna sit back, let them retake it, no problemo. You guys drop your only A player? Or no, you had 2 A players. They both died. At this point, the round's pretty much lost. It's really hard to retake it. You got lucky on that headshot there. Come on now. You should have died. Any other level, that's not going to work out for you. At this point, you need to run, try to save. I don't know what you're trying to do. 1v4ing it on site when your teammate's in CT. Another mental error where you're just, like, not thinking about the situation. So you buy up, stick with the Deagle. You could have picked up a FAMAS, you could have picked up an MP9, you could have picked up a UMP, anything. But you stick with the Deagle, so we'll see how this aim turns out. One thing that I've noticed is that you haven't really lost a lot of aim duels. You haven't been in a lot of aim duels, I should say. The percentage of like aim duels that you've been in compared to the ones that you've lost is pretty high. But most of the time you're just kind of like caught in awkward spots. Like if you have a FAMAS there, you might get 2, and instead you're just gonna keep re-peeking out. And you're lost at this point. You're running back A because you saw your teammates rotated to B, but the T's are still kind of dedicating towards B. You're trying to retake A even though you still hear all the utility being thrown B. Your teammates are calling that they're coming up. Like, you need to get back. Finally, a teammate gets a kill. And you get back. It's now a 2v1. Let's see, the guy has an op, so it is very winnable for him. You just need to sit still and not play an angle that's super obvious. I don't know why you're falling off here and kind of baiting your teammate. The enemy is now crossed over to pool, and you don't have that info. Luckily, your teammate gets the wallbang headshot to save the day, but you did not do you didn't do anything to try to save him. In fact, it made it more difficult for him. So now you become an A player, because why the hell not? We'll just switch up our position whenever. You're waiting for him to come out balcony. You threw a molly for no reason. You didn't hear any footsteps because there wasn't anybody in apps. Maybe that your teammate called that there was one boiler door, but that's still not a good idea to immediately waste your molly on something like that. You know that there's one top mid, so you're going to try to just spray through the smoke. Now you're running back to site, which you just gave up. Why are you running B? One thing that you have done 2 rounds in a row now is that it doesn't matter the info that you have. It doesn't matter if the people are shooting and they're on A site, you see that B is open, or like vice versa, and you run over to that site. You're not thinking, you're just very low level like thought process of that site is empty, so I will go there. Which, I mean, sometimes it's a smart play, but obviously in this situation it was not, and even last round as well. So you're gonna flash over before the smoke is faded, so you're not really giving yourself too much space to work with. You see the one guy and you don't even tag him, you miss all the shots. You buy P250 head armor. I'm assuming you guys don't really get anything. You actually win the round, you finished with an AK. Let's skip back a little bit. How's it going, guys? Alright, so let's see. Let's see how you pull this one out of your ass. Maybe your teammate gets the kill and you just pick up the AK. And it kind of seems like that's what happened. Your teammates have all gotten the kills. You're playing it very, very, very passively. Oh, do you at least get the one here? I don't know why you're walking away. Just swing him at this point. Try to get the kill. And you get it with your first shot. Guy was no HP, you pick up an AK from another dead guy. My prediction was, you know what, I'll give myself partial credit for that prediction. You're on 15 and 15, but like, out of those 15 kills, I'll give you like 2 of them have actually been impact kills where it's like, I don't know, actually gonna help you win the round. The rest have been pretty pointless kills. They don't matter. They're not helping anything. They're not making it easier for your team. So they're about to come out balcony. You're kind of holding down top mid, which is fine. You're probably gonna want to rotate back to site at this point. They are coming close, so you're gonna throw a molly, but it's gonna force them to swing into you. Luckily, the guy only has a pistol, so you do get the kill. Now you go for the reload while swinging into sight, peeking into angles. Probably not the best play. You're super uncomfortable with the gun spray. That you need to get those 2 kills. I'm gonna be honest with you. That you need to get those 2 kills there. You let your team down big time by not getting those. So now you're back to playing Arch, and now you're going to sight because the Opper is playing Arch. It makes sense. These guys are on pistol, so it should be an easy win. They're stacking up towards A. It's a 4 versus 4. You're going to play an off angle. Nobody's really going to check this, but maybe he does check it. That's not an off angle that's very commonly played. I guess it's not good if they go boiler door, as you just found out. I mean, it's kind of unlucky there. I'll give you an unlucky for that one. I'll give you an unlucky. So you're going to stick with the FAMAS here. Didn't really have too many other buying options. Once again, just sitting with a nade out. You want to have the gun out until you actually need to use the utility. Just in case they do push through the smoke. You guys should pick up this round. Unless they stomp on your other guy A. Nope, your other guy A gets 2 kills. And this should be an easy round win. And it was. So you guys have a pretty decent buy. Your teammate pushes through apps. He gets wallbang headshotted. It's unlucky at that point. Happens to the best of us. I like this angle inside of A site. You remove yourself from info, like getting the info, but it is a very hard angle for them to clear. And it seems that they are coming towards A. They're pretty much dedicated to it at this point. So let's see how you do. You are aimed pretty low. Like, your crosshair placement isn't the best that it could be. It's not the worst either. But you have struggled with spray and just overall tracking. So we'll see. Maybe you absolutely destroy this round. You see the guy, like, I don't know why you looked away. I'm gonna be honest. I don't know why you would think about looking away. You hear them coming up. They're giving you all the sound cues. That was your opportunity to win the round for your team. You positioned yourself well. You had all the info, but instead you looked away last second and then missed the shots when you actually swung the guy. So you take the gunfight, you actually win it. That's, you know, hasn't happened a lot for you, but still maintaining that confidence to take the gunfight is always a good thing. So it's a 4v3, you know that there's a guy super close, he reloaded, you know that there's another guy top mid as well, so it's probably going to be A here. They're probably not going to throw a fake or anything. You get blind, the guy's about to jump out, and yeah, you need to be more aware of him jumping out on top of you there. And it looks like we're down to the final round. You get the UMP out, your teammates are not on the best of buy. Your teammate who bought the op could have potentially dropped teammates' rifles instead, but decided against it. And yeah, this is a very scrappy buy. It's already unlikely that you guys win it. On this kind of buy, it wouldn't be a bad idea to go for an aggressive play. Your teammate just peeked down mid. He didn't see anything. So you either need to run down mid and take that map control that he just saw was clear, or rotate B. You take the longer way to rotate B. Only 2 people on your team have kits. You included. No, you don't have one. And now it's a 4v4 retake on B's site with 2 kits. It's just unlikely at this point. And I'm gonna say, you're walking around like they know that you're gonna be there. Your teammates all around you are making noise. You missed a shot, and that is that. So that's our first demo. Let's go on to our second. So he actually can't decide between these 2 demos. They're 2 face-it demos. He studies level 4, just D-ranked from level 5. Let's see. What's his in-game name? In-game name is Banel. He also said, and I like this, he said, can you look at my Faceit account and tell me if I actually belong in level 4 to 5? Because I know it's cliche, but I think I might be able to play at 6 to 7. Yeah, you might be able to. Not consistently, though. No face cam. Hair's a mess. It's late. It's dark. I don't want to have fucking bright light in my eyes. Let's see. So, Banel. Alright, so he's level 4. Here, I'll show you guys what's popping. So, we got 2 demos to choose from. We got this where he's queued with another level 4. He's a level 7 on his team with 2,000 matches. My god. But he's playing against 2 level 5s. Oh, sorry, 3 level 5s, a 6 and a 4. Pretty even match. They lose this. He goes 17-20. That's pretty reasonable. And then there's this where he also loses this. He's level 5 in this. He has 2 3s on his team. Lower level. Alright, I don't even care about that one. We'll watch this one. Lower levels on that other demo. Just wasn't it. Just wasn't it. So we'll download it. We'll get it set up. And let's see. Let's read through the comments. Yeah, I saw the guy that was saying that I shouldn't have said that. Like, me saying that he missed those 2 kills and he should have got those 2 kills isn't constructive. I mentioned beforehand that, you know, his positioning was off. Or, what did I mention? Oh, that his spray had been off. Like, you need to be able to track those kills. You need to be able to, when the first guy peeks, spray him down in 4 bullets and kill him, if not a headshot. Like, I'm feel like that's pretty self-explanatory. I can't go through every single gunfight and explain the exact reason why he lost it, but in that situation, he had every advantage. He needed to get those 2 kills. He did not get those 2 kills. The end. That's about it. So let's drag this demo in here. Can I have my demo reviewed if I'm not a member? No. Or else I would have a huge line of demos that I need to review. 2000 games level 7. Yeah, love that. Saw 3K games at level 2 unlucko. I don't think that's unlucko at that point, guy. I'm gonna be honest with you. Alright, so let's load this guy up. I wonder if he asked any more questions. Let's check real quick. This is Kiko on Discord, Banal in game. Became a channel member, blah 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 blah. So yeah, his only question was, should he be level 6 or level 7? And my answer to that is what your current level is, unless you have become the most unlucky person ever, is probably where you belong to be. So, Mirage, very, very, very overplayed map. Everybody knows what to do. We're gonna stack 4B pistol. And it seems like this setup could be it. So, if the T's are smart, and they're not, but if they were, they just heard 2 people run up cat, and they're going to assume that, hey, B's open. So they might run it. They're not actually, so I guess they didn't hear both steps, or they didn't realize. And now they're coming out B. One of your teammates gets a 2K, another gets a kill. And you clean up on a guy that's not looking at you, after missing the shots on the guys that were. Not too bad. Could have been better. Maybe want to work on those pistols. So, what do you have going on? You got the M4A1S. I don't know how I feel about that, to be honest. I don't know. A4 is just superior, in my opinion. I can't give you too much more of a reason on that. I get the pre-aiming towards cat there instead of pre-aiming in apps. You just had your teammate die cat. So that's fine. That was a nice little adjustment. You did spray him down. And then you got 3 guys peeking you. You can't do too much there. You did get 2 kills. That's about all you could really get there. Maybe if you fall off fan, you can eke out a 3rd kill. But already 2 is pretty good for that position. 2 is pretty good for that position. If a person decides to start playing CSGO right now, what do you think he should do to... in his first 2 weeks of the game, just play the game. Play competitive matches. I know you can't technically, but just play community. Just get a feel for the game. Get a feel for the game. So, nothing's in apps. You're going to push through. It looks like they're actually rotating back to B. You should maybe be able to get some kills here. You're going to get sit in kitchen. I like this long con play. They're going to go up cat, though, which is literally the perfect counterplay to how you're playing. You get 1, and instead of waiting for them to come back out on the site and peek into you, you peek into them. They're waiting for it, and that was that. Your team does end up winning the round, though, so you get an AK out of it. You're starting off pretty hot. You're 6-2. You do end up only with 17 kills this game. So, at some point, this does go wrong. At some point, this does go wrong. Nice little spray down on the guy with the pistol. Ooh, you continue to re-peek. Maybe that's not it. I probably would have re-peeked there just because I wanted the kill. It's an eco. The guy has a pistol. Pretty easy kill, but obviously maybe not the easiest. So you got an M4A4. Is this your M4A4? Let's see when you pull it out. No, it is not. So you do have the A1S equipped. You have a guy AFK in spawn. He's kind of moving around, but he doesn't have a gun. They're lining up A smokes. You're pretty deep in apps again. And now you're rotating over to A. So far, you've done nothing wrong. I like the push in apps. This guy, Cat, lurking, going into ladder room. It looks like you know that there's one mid, but this could be his play. That's a really nice shot that the guy hit. Maybe you didn't have the best crosshair placement. Maybe you were kind of out in the middle of the open and jungle, but you also were trying to balance between another guy that was coming mid. It's understandable. So far, nothing has been, like, super obviously bad. Maybe you want to practice the aim a little bit more. You do get a nice 2K. and you're trying to delay, you have to go for the reload. I don't know if going for the reload is it. There you have the 6 bullets. Maybe just pull out the pistol. I mean, it's unlikely that you get any more than the 2 that you got. But I'm just, at this point, I'm just spitballing in other ways that maybe you get more. So the Opper saw you guys peek. So you're going to run up, try to get them. Jump the corner. They take the fight. You're moving while shooting. That's not going to work out with the 5.7, unfortunately. You do want to actually stop and stay still. You could have maybe got one. The 5.7 does do an insane amount of damage for a headshot. Maybe get a little lucky there. So you guys don't have the best purchase here. You're one of 2 people left with a rifle. You guys lose A. You're in the retake situation. It's going to be very difficult for you. Your crosshair placement's a little bit low. That's something that you definitely want to consider, think about. Maybe just picking it up a little tiny bit might help you get that first bullet headshot so you don't have to rely on your 5 bullet spray downs, which you have been very, very, very reliant on this entire game. So it's not planted for either of them. I guess they got Tetris kind of planted for him. Might have been in a... I only bring that up because he may have been in a situation where he's able to stick it. So they do flash from kitchen. You know that there's a guy there. That nade is a little bit risky. I don't think risk versus reward, like that nade, I don't think that's worth it. Just because it's very likely that after the molly fades, they're going to immediately swing out into it. Maybe you get caught off guard with the nade there. You do 30 damage, but you die. I'm just reading chat, making sure everything's good. Yeah. Everybody's good. So they're lining up for an A execute. Your team cleans up. Finally, they are able to hold A. Not too bad. You're 11-8 right now. You only get 6 more kills this match, and it's round 12. They're coming towards B. That molly's going to slow them down. You do get in. You're making tons of steps. You're going to die immediately here, right? Yeah. You got away with pushing in twice. So this time you got a little bit overconfident, I assume, since you ran the whole way, jumped across. You weren't taking your time with it. And hopefully that's a valuable lesson that you just learned, is that even though it's worked multiple times where you can just run right through, you can't always do it. Oh my goodness, you just got dinked by a P250. You're down to 20 HP already at the start of the round. That right there, that's pretty unlucky. They're faking B. You might be calling your B to your teammates, but they're going to end up going for an A execute here. You have some of your A players rotating off. And no, they're actually grouping up back towards B. You still have 20 HP. You hear all that? You need to call to your teammates. Come. So you are. I can see them rotating on radar. That first kill needs to be cleaner, faster, so you can get that second kill. I know you are no HP, but that first kill needs to... You need to get that on your first spray now, if not a headshot. So they're going fast up cat. You get one. You see they're all peeking you. I mean, tough situation. Tough situation to be in. I understand struggling to get a multi-frag right there. You don't have, like, your positioning, you don't have anywhere to go. You can either peek right, left, or maybe walk backwards, but walking backwards, you're probably going to end up dying there anyway. So it's a 3 versus 4 A-side retake. Very unlikely that you win this. You only have 1 kit between the 2 of you now. 2v3. You can get up on this smoke and default here, maybe see somebody. That's personally what I would do. But there is a guy very close. He just flashed himself through, and he clears the angle. You heard him run through. I think you were trying to do some nice trigger discipline play where you don't shoot. But unfortunately for you, he clears the angle. So you push the guy off a ticket. There's probably not anybody playing underbalk. If there's a guy playing ticket, they're probably playing a retake A setup. So you guys take CT control. Actually love this play. It's planted for default. The only thing now is you need to get these kills. You really need to get these kills. You're shooting a bit too fast with the Glock there, so you're not going to be accurate at all. You got 13 kills, so you only get 4 more. 4 more this entire game. So a Glock here, I'm assuming that you guys just lose. Yeah, lose it outright. You have a Glock, no armor. Nothing you can really do. You do have 1100 left over this round that you could have maybe invested into a deagle last round and a smoke. Maybe take some mid control, help your teammates out, maybe win the round for your team. Who knows? But instead, you would like to full buy this round. Perfectly fine, but you do have money left over. You guys are setting up A smokes. You're going to be dedicated entry here. So let's think about these angles that you're clearing. And by clearing angles, I mean don't walk out onto site backwards. All right, that's the didn't think that needed to be stated. I don't know if you were trying to turn from the flash, but I don't think walking out on the site backwards is anywhere near the proper play that you wanna pull. So you got a guy window, you're shooting before you're stopping, so your bullets aren't going to be accurate. You're going to re-peek here. Yeah, you're just pre-firing stuff to mess with them at this point. Okay, you don't actually go for the re-peek. Now you might. Oh. I think that smoke would have been better if you threw it before you threw the flash. I don't know what you're nading here. Kind of weird, awkward utility usage. That guy's dead. You don't have to worry about him. Bombs down in T-spawn. It's a 3 versus 1. This should be a round 1, and it is. And this is against pistols. You quick go up cat. They go for a full flank. You guys should win that. And you do. Here you go. So it's 8 to 12. He's opping window. You don't want to pull the molly out. There's a lot of easy, very easy lineups that you can throw from behind the boxes top mid where you don't have to make the risky play of peeking into something to make sure that you land the nade or the molly or the smoke that you want to throw. So you have lots of money left over. You elect to not buy armor. Instead you're just going Tech 9, the naked Tech 9 even. And you're going to immediately eat shit off of the SMG and M4 buy that they had. I don't know. I don't like the whole idea of buying any sort of pistol without armor unless it's a deagle. But if it's a P250, if it's a Tech 9, I will only buy those if I have armor, as I don't find them to be too useful without armor. P250, maybe sometimes you just don't have money to buy, so you just get that instead. So I get maybe not having armor with that, but he had money to buy. So there's a guy in that smoke. He just ran up connector. You could probably walk up behind him, catch him off guard. But instead you wait for the smoke to fade. Now you can get up connector and start cleared. He's about to swing right into you. That has to be a kill. So you know that he's close left. You have him pinned. Cat guy gets the first kill. Cat guy's gonna go for the kill on you in a second. You jump up on bench here. That you have to hit that. You have to hit that. I think you got nervous because he wasn't immediately looking at you. And you were surprised by that. I was also surprised by that. I get it. But that you need to get that. You need to get that. So you molly the guy out of van. Smoking that molly right in front of you there, honestly, in my opinion, is never the play. That molly had like maybe 2 more seconds before it faded, maybe 3. But that smoke down, that's 18 seconds that your teammates won't be able to see. They have to just blindly run through it. Maybe the guy from market will kill them as they cross. It's just not the best idea there. You still get out on the site. You still get the entries. You're just waiting for a guy to come out market here. And you guys get the kills. So, 15 to 9, you guys are playing match point here. You had full utility, you're not going to use any. You're just going to swing out mid. The guy gets, ooh, he threw a one-way with the auto. That is unfortunate. You need to just get out of there, regroup with your team, take a site. You jumped over bomb. Don't know if you realize that. It's now a 2 versus 5, so you pick up bomb. You're still working towards mid. Again, you need to go towards a site. Obviously, at this one, alright, it's a 1 versus 5. It's unrealistic to win it. Let's see what you try to do. So they molly you off. Guy's probably going to push through here. Maybe get a free kill. Guy peeks into you. You get 1 kill. Now you have B side, you don't know that. You have made steps at this point. Walking here is not going to do too much. You only have 40 seconds to work with. They know that you're dedicating B. You're just wasting your own time at this point. So you start taking fights. You get first spray down. And that is that. So overall, not the worst. A lot better than the first demo that we watched. But still, some shots need to be hit a bit quicker. T-side, you're going to want to stick with your teammates a bit more. That's my expert analysis, is that you want to stick with your teammates a bit more, give yourself more opportunities to trade out kills. Also, when you're entering on the A-side Mirage, you do not want to go out back turned. So, thank you all for watching. Hope you have a good day, and I will see you all next time.